Hey, I'm John Long with Ardent Real Estate Group, and what are the new rent control laws here in California? Alright, so what are the new rent control laws here in California? So for some of you that don't know, that not every city in California had rent control laws. Well, now California is going to add a statewide rent control. So a good example is renters in places like apartment buildings, things like that, single family residence, you name it. You can no longer just increase the rent amount to whatever, maybe getting rid of a bad tenant. There definitely has to be some kind of control in that. And I think everybody for the most part is for some type of rent control with certain limits. But so the new law coming into effect is you're not allowed to increase rent from year to year any more than 5% plus local inflation, not to exceed a total of 10%. So 10% from year to year. You know, to me, I look at that and I say, that's not a bad thing. You know, a 10% increase from year to year is quite large for a lot of tenants. But here is where we run into the problem is if you were to purchase a new apartment complex or you know, a fourplex or threeplex, and the owner before you wasn't doing a good job of maintaining their rent, their current market rent, so you have tenants in this building who are paying way below market rents. They haven't increased in 10 years, and believe it or not, you will find that. It's going to be very hard for that new investor to bring those rents up to market value when they can only increase them a max of 10% a year. It's going to take forever for them to get there. So that's some of the blowback from some investors not liking this idea, which that definitely makes sense. But it's even more important why, if you are looking to become a landlord or you're a current landlord, it is important to stay up with current market rents. As somebody who does property management for some clients, there are times where we don't necessarily increase rent, especially if we have a really good tenant that's been there for a long time. But we do make sure that we stay within a good range of current market rents. And that's why it's important to maintain that. Because with new rent control laws, if you get too far behind, it's going to be hard for you to make up, to increase the rent to get to a decent level that you should be at today's market. If you ever have any questions on it, feel free to reach out and give me a call. John Long, Ardent Real Estate Group, and I'll talk to you soon.